Yeah, check out, I'm Jah Mason. Check out my interview with Pascal Archimede on Nuffy, First on Black Culture. Keep it locked.
Let the wheat and tears grow together. Take it long.
Greetings, Jah Mason.
Yes, Fire Pascal. Greetings and honor, King. It's a pleasure having me on your program.
Yeah, man, it's a real pleasure also for me to have you with us today, my brethren.
Yes, brother. Do give thanks, King.
You're a farmer as well as a reggae singer from Jamaica.
Yes, I most definitely.
And you're known for releasing songs like My Princess Gone.
Far, far away.
Yes, sir.
Wheat and Tears.
Let the wheat and tears grow together. By knitting and strength, keep us forever. The wheat and tears grow together. You got to work.
Yes.
Hill Vibes.
And I tried where I tried out of the city, you know. Guys get bloody, you know. Yeah. Then again, well, Jah Mason of the hill bar.
Michalawa.
Migrate. Hey, you know. Don't go to me, child, this meditate. That's all the man that think David. Holy princess, holy.
Yeah,
yes,
life is so joyful.
Living nice is every day. You know what life it means. Life means.
And many others.
Many, many more. So many albums. So many singles.
But before going further, where is your stage name, Jah Mason, coming from?
Well, actually, it was when I linked it up with David House back in the days, because I had another before I had Jah Mason. My first piece was Perry Mason. Then when we linked up David House and started, you know, get the heights within Rastafari, like we're overstanding ourselves now. We're growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because even my first release, if you Google my first release under that name, you know where I'm coming from. Where I started, that's where it's gonna be without end, because I don't deal with end. So it's beginning without end. The first song I released was called Selassie. That's the name of Eric. And when I went to David House, they changed. The game changed. You understand the King? So everything is like university. We are in university now, because David House is my university.
All right. Okay.
That's where the knowledge comes in, you know what I'm saying? And we have to give thanks to Capleton so also, and you know what I'm saying? A lot was taught and there was a lot learned.
All right. Because Mason, during your childhood, you were nicknamed Perry Mason. Why did they call you Perry Mason?
No, because I was active, like I was such a bright kid. When I was young, I was the problem solver, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more, they give me the name from that.
All right, and what type of childhood did you have? Because you were born and you grew up in Manchester. What kind of childhood did you have?
As I say, just like a normal black kid. I wouldn't use the word rich, but we wasn't poor, because we provided from the self-sufficiency that we learned, that my parents learned and that they taught me. Grow what you eat and eat what you grow. And it goes on and on. So it was like, it was okay for us while it was okay for other people, because if you don't do those things, if you don't plant and you don't, you know what I'm saying, you won't reap.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so how did you get to the music industry from Manchester to Kingston?
I traveled on the bus.
Was it your first time in, because I know that you graduated from high school, so in Manchester, and then you traveled to Kingston.
Yeah, definitely. That's where I linked up with the stars and all these people who it was ordained for us to link, just the way we are linking now. It's not normal. It's like the ancestors, they gather the people, the lost sheep, if you understand what I'm saying. Because we are considered as the lost sheep. So we are found now. That's why we can speak together.
For sure, man. In 1991, you signed with Junior Reid's GR record label, and you made your debut single, Selassie I Call We.
Definitely. Yes, which is right. Correct.
And how did you link up with Junior Reid?
Well, as I said, it was like a newspaper. Back then we had a newspaper called X News, and he had an article in the X News, because I always buy it because we have some school program was going on also in the paper. So I bought the X News, the paper, and I saw in the ad article saying, we have audition, we're looking for artists. And I was like, what? Junior Reid? And he's a Rasta man. And me love Rasta. And because you understand me, very young, you know, as I said, can you imagine a youth 17-year-old and want to reach in the city, and 17, you know, and I look at this thing and say, because, you know, my parents, they're more Christianity vibes where it contradicts what I do back then, not now. Because now for me and my mother or my family, it's overstandable because we speak in factual and it's actual. You understand what I say, Pascal?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so,
man.
You can't deny it, you know, because you know, say, all right, if this is what we call factual, basic. When I am with my friends who is white, they know that I am black. I'm not gonna act like I'm white, and they know that they're white. So you see, when you can understand that in earth, when you are a part of the earth or a part of creation, you don't understand that, that's where the problem comes in.
Yep.
You know, so we have to just see ourselves as human being and accept yourself for what you are. You understand me? Because I am what I am. And that won't change, and it doesn't change.
And Mason, talking about Rastafarian, in 1995, you joined the Bobo Ashanti, which is one of the mentions of Rastafari.
You get it wrong. I was a Bobo before even I go there. Bobo Ashanti, that's when we go there and you learn about, you was that person. It's like going there to know that you're a black man. Bobo Ashanti mean black man, black philosophy, black race, black upliftment, black God, black goddess. You understand? You get me?
Yeah, man, most definitely.
It's like everyone, you see, Bobo Ashanti mean togetherness. And it's just that the lost sheep don't understand themselves that them are Bobo Ashanti, because here we're going now. You see, my father, him say him seed shall be more than the sands upon the seashore. You understand what I say, Pascal? So when you pray that and meditate it, I mean it's deep.
Yeah.
So you have to know that these are those who've been through great tribulation, and we are back. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Consciousness is back. Black consciousness is back.
Yeah, because we can't make our next generation miss out on historical facts. And we have to let them know them lineage and them own vine and fig tree, because the other people, in earth is letting their children know their lineage and their background, where they're coming from.
Yeah.
So for us to go somewhere, you have to like actually know where you're coming from to even know where you're going.
Exactly. Because, you know, Mason, you were telling me you grew up in a Christian family. So when and how did your faith in Rastafari come up?
As me say, when I grew up and I went in this city and went amongst the people with the bigger knowledge about Rastafari. Because while I was going to church, I still have this thing embedded in me, because my father was a Rasta man, before him trod flesh. I grew up come see my father a Rasta, and it's something we never want to question, or I shouldn't question. I don't know. I'm just saying that, me personally. So I never questioned it like when I was younger. But when I raise up and reach certain decision-making part of life, like in my teenager, where you understand me, you really know wrong from right, and you overstand. It's like, you see it already, say, you was Rasta from birth. Rasta is creation. Rasta is a livity. It's not locks make you be Rasta.
Yeah, I know.
It's the you know what I'm saying? It's the live and the thought and the care for and the sharing and the togetherness and the upliftment and, you know it, all of the good things. It comes with the package, all of the goodies. You see me?
Yeah.
Because just like how you would say, we are Africans. Yeah, we are Rasta. The whole of it is just like another word for Africans.
It's a synonym. It's like a synonym, right?
You know exactly, King, man. It's just another word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like how a man would say food, and then a man would say dinner. I want some dinner. I want some food. I want some breakfast. There's so many names when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, simplify telling people, you know what I'm saying, who you are and, you know, where you're from. There's so many different languages, so many different way of explaining.
Yeah. And talking about history, Mason, in 1963, following a violent confrontation between Rastafarians and Jamaican police forces at a gas station, the Jamaican government issued the police and military in order to, I quote, bring all Rastas, dead or alive, resulting in mass arrests, with many of those arrested, tortured or killed in what would be known as the Coral Garden incident. Is the relation between the Rastafarian community and the Jamaican government more peaceful today?
And that still didn't divide us, because here we go now. Don't believe that an individual like me as a Rasta man don't have the government accountable for that up till this day. Yes, we do have the government accountable, and them need to come apologize to Rasta and deal with it here out there and supposed to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But we live and we learn, and now we're at a stage where, you know, we just, as Mr. Rastafari means, it's the meaning of Rastafari and a king and the way of Rastafari. That's why these things happen, because Rastafari means forgive. But we don't forget. We forget, but we don't forget.
Yeah. You forgive,
it's just
but
like
you don't
Black
forget.
Man King. No, it's just like me and you, as put Rastafari aside then as one of the name then, like put Rastafari aside a minute and we say black people. Do you remember, or have you heard, or you were told the story of what take place with the black race? And it's been going on from over 400 years. Over.
Yep.
You understand? So, I mean, as me say, we forgive and we forget, sir.
So let's get back to when you got to, you joined the David House crew and Capleton. How did you link up with Capleton and the David House crew?
Well, I linked up with the David House crew through Jah Cure. I met Jah Cure one day at Junior Reid, and he invited me to link with Capleton.
And David House, was the David House Crew a platform that allowed you and other artists like Capleton or Jah Cure to go solo afterwards?
I wouldn't say a platform. As I said, David House was like a university. You go, you get your subjects, you graduate, and you're on your own, but you're still David House. Understand what I say? Yeah, because it's not really a solo. I not really use the word solo, or it don't describe what, you know what I'm saying, the works of David House. As I said, it's like a university, it's like a college.
Okay, all right.
You get your subjects, you get your degrees, and you move on to enlighten other people, to uplift other people, to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got
after
you.
David House, me have my, after you graduate from David House, me have my own camp too, you know. Me have River Nile. You understand me? I say, so the empire is just big.
Yeah.
The empire is big, you know, and it's extended empire, but it's under one umbrella.
I got you. And speaking about music, what does reggae music represent for you, Mason?
Reggae music. Honestly, I never really tell people come on an interview and say I'm a reggae singer, because so many people say they are a reggae singer, but it doesn't add up. I mean, so for me, reggae music, Bob Marley them sing reggae music and cultural icons, you know. I see that as reggae music, and it's like an uplift music. It's the music from Jamaica is supposed to be a cry. You know what I'm saying? So people who can't literally cry, we take it to the next level where our ancestors give us the power where we can just sing and we are still crying. And people out there in the world accept it and grasp it as a cry, like someone down in the hole crying for help to come out. And, you know, people who go through the same thing see it the same way and say, they identify the message and say, oh, I think this message can help to uplift us. So reggae music is supposed to be a message and not really a fun or a laughter or a disrespect to one's, whether male or female.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? So that's why me, in general, sometimes me is just, my music, I just call it, my music a humanitarian music, you know.
Okay.
It's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everyone.
So you don't really label your music as reggae music. You doing conscious music.
No, I don't do that. I don't want to be, I don't label it. But if you want to label it as that, fine, I work with it. But you know, people who even do dancehall say they are doing reggae music.
Yeah.
Because people who don't understand reggae music, when they come to Jamaica, every music for them is reggae music. When it's not classified, every music in Jamaica is not classified as reggae music. You have dancehall music, you have rap music, you have calypso, you have, name it. You understand me? So, I mean, at times we have to be, when we are sending our message, we have to be specific with our listeners and our learners.
In Europe and in the US, conscious music are underexposed on mainstream media. Why is that?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's what they promote, is what, like, you know, nowadays, sex, everything. You can put a naked woman on a bottle of medicine and people buy it. And they just like the picture and it's medicine you're selling. And if you understand what I'm saying? So it's like we use certain things to sell, which is not the way it's supposed to. It should be the opposite, the other way. You deal with the positive and the negative with the negative. But I mean, this is the world we are living in. You have to just keep on doing good and do what's best and just live up.
Exactly. And my son, in the song Michalwa, you promote ganja smoking. What does marijuana represent for you?
Well, when I approach marijuana, I approach it from the medicinal part of it, to be honest, because I don't promote smoking. But that's why I say, even if you don't smoke it,
just promote it.
I remember it's medicinal, people. Me smoke for a reason, and I can't explain. I don't know if there's a reason for a smoke. I have reasons why I smoke.
All right. What are those reasons?
Yeah. Reason mean I smoke and meditate. The heavens got heaven vet. You understand what I say? Yeah, so I mean, it's different. I don't just get up and just smoke like that. I smoke, and, you know what I'm saying? It's like my medicine. That's why I say medicinal.
All right. Because my son,
I go medicinal. Yeah.
Because my son, after demonizing marijuana for a while, more and more countries or more and more governments like Canada, the US, or even Jamaica decriminalize it or legalize it. How do you explain this twist?
Well, you see, Jamaica, if you never know about Jamaica, Jamaica is about business. Jamaica is a country about business. So when they decriminalize ganja and these things, it's just making money legally. But whoever in the country should, like, if we catch you with certain amount, you can go to jail. But you can have small amount because we are making, because a lot of plane load coming from Canada to Jamaica legally, not illegally. And you have a lot of dispensary in Jamaica who never smoke in their life. They don't even like the smell of marijuana, but they do business. So the things is going the other way around, if you understand. It's going anti-clockwise.
Right.
Instead of clockwise, But I mean, it's just we the people have to just be wise and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't let they fool you, or don't let they take this from you, the real origin. That's why we teach the youths them to grow something or plant a seed, or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very important, because you will be depending on the system all the time, and the system just give you what they want to give you.
My son, in the song Mother, you make a livication to all black mothers. What relations did you have, or do you still have, with your mom?
And I love you dearly.
Yeah, man, big relationship, man. It's like my mother had the foundation, she birth, I mean, like, she's the person now. You understand me? She's come first in my life. My mother come first right now.
All right.
Yeah, man.
And my son, in addition to your career as a singer, you're also a farmer who is now developing an international farming project. Can you tell us more about this project?
Yeah, well, my project come here is like plan for do the export, import. It's got more like getting my product, Jah Mason product, over to the world, just like how my fans would want a record or something like that. I would like my product to be over the world also. So we're working on ways to get food actually even in Europe, and it's still fresh.
All right.
You understand what I say? Yeah, more natural vibe. Yeah.
What are your products?
Well, it's mostly vegetables, and I do ground provision also, but I do scallion, thyme, tomatoes, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, cucumbers, watermelon. It goes on and on.
Right. Okay. And Mason, speaking about the future, do you have other ongoing and upcoming projects?
Yeah, man, music is always my thing. Music is always there. I did so much work last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so many releases last year and even this year too.
Now you released a song and a video with Wayne.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, thanks a lot for this conversation, Mason.
Thank you very much, King. Yeah, man.
And bless up and keep up the uplifting work, my brother.
And thanks for your upliftment also, because the very first day I saw you, you was a brother where you're always in my meditation, because, you know, as we said, we're so powerful as Black people, we don't even know our power. It's bigger than us, understand? So just keep up the work out.
All right.
The eye has taught me a lot. We just continue, and knowledge is the highest, and just live and love, King.